Thanks, Aaron. I'm here with former President Eric S. Deems. We're going to ask some hard-hitting questions about his presidency and what that means for Belmont. All right, so Eric, first off, I just want to know, you talked a lot this year about keeping the library open 24 hours.
Sure.
Why the heck did you choose the most boring place on campus? You could have chose like Hitch 515 or the roof of the bell tower. Why the library?
Okay, well, Hitch 515 or the top of the bell tower, not as convenient for all students as the library. And think about it, the library is a convenient location. All students know where it is. And boy, you have the resources you need. We don't have, computer access on the roof of the bell tower.
But what about students who can't read? I feel like that's, that's really intimidating to our illiterate
I think that they're
students.
transferring to Lipscomb, so I think we're good there.
Okay.
We've definitely had a mass exodus from the illiterate students here to Lipscomb, where they seem to fit in with the campus culture a whole lot better. And I'm very proud of that. I mean, bisons, thank you.
Make good burgers.
I had one today.
Now, this is something we at the Vision have been wanting to know for a long time, but because of its sensitive nature, we knew you couldn't really talk about it.
Appreciate that.
Until now. So, which Sex and the City character would you, describe yourself as? A Samantha or more as a Miranda type?
Definitely Samantha.
Why?
I mean, this is a woman who knows what she wants, and she always gets it. And, wow. What a life. Well, that's the type of thing you want in your life. Getting what you want, whenever you want it, and not letting anything stop it.
So, what sort of have you achieved this year as part of SGA?
This year, we started the year out with 5 things. 5 things we wanted to accomplish. And we accomplished all 5 of them. Actually, happened to have the list with me, the original list we presented to campus. Top of the list, 24-hour location on campus for students. 2, we wanted on and off-campus dining options. So we've done that. We have a new cafe being built on campus. What's Brewing has better hours. Excuse me. And then off campus next semester, because of the work we did this year, and even years before us, because the Bruin Bucks off campus issue is something that we've been hearing about for the last 4 years. And we're finally going to have at least 8 options this fall for students to use. We also plugged students into faculty senate committees and made sure that every faculty senate committee that had an opening for a student had a student sitting at the table, providing that important feedback. We also helped with the Belmont Way, and that was something that the Faculty Senate put together in response to Vision 2015, and really working with Dr. Fisher and senior leadership and saying, these are the things that we want to keep here at Belmont. These are the things that we, the characteristics, the personality, if you will, of campus, the culture that we want to keep as we continue to grow. Because, I just don't believe that just the mere fact that we're increasing in numbers means we have to lose our identity. And so we solidified what it means to be Belmont. And then we also worked to better streamline communication. And, Facebook and Twitter, moving, great, streamlined.
So I guess more importantly, what we want to know is what didn't you achieve this year? You didn't live up to your campaign promise of giving free Segways to everyone. How was that for you?
Well, you're right. Clearly, I was the only one that got the free Segway as part of my presidential package. And I got a really great one, too. It could take stairs and everything. It was nice. Your tuition dollars at work. Thank you.
You're welcome.
From the bottom of my heart and the soles of my feet, in fact. So the Segways were great. They were a great addition for me and the vice president. Kevin also had one. Campus is growing as we acquire more space, and for us to get around, it's necessary. Got to make those meetings with the vision. But another area where SJ still has room for improvement is the direct involvement of Congress as a body. And I think that I'm excited about the next leadership team that's coming in, and I think that they're ready and willing to continue moving with the momentum that's being created over the past few years and really getting an engaged Congress. And I hope to one day be able to see Congress with competitive elections something we haven't seen, you know, in the last 10 years.
What is your position on the campus cat? Friend or foe?
Definitely a foe. I'm no longer in office. I just don't like cats. I just don't like cats. I'm a dog guy.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and to see that critter moving about, especially hillside. You know, I live on campus, and boy, this really irks me. You know. One night, I am just about to fall asleep in the luscious presidential penthouse there in Building 8, and I get a text, and it's a text with a photo of that blasted campus cat sitting atop my car.
How did that make you feel?
Well, let me just say I haven't seen the cat since.
Now, if you could spend a whole day with Miss Tanya, what would that day be like for you?
A day with Miss Tanya would be incredible. You know why? I'm a people person. I love people. And I would much rather be doing that than, you know, sitting in a classroom, sitting at a desk. You know, plus I'm in the calf. I mean, who doesn't want to be there? Food constantly being brought out in a regular rotation.
I feel like you're dodging the question there, Eric. What specifically would you be doing? You know, none of this political doublespeak. I need you to.
I appreciate you holding me accountable.
Anytime.
Boy, I'm a friend of the press. Well, if I had to speak honestly, I would probably be learning how to use a point-of-sale system,
Mm-hmm.
and learning how to write down numbers quickly, given that the system has crashed and we're no longer able to swipe and use our declining points or bruin bucks.
Yes.
You know, and so I would also be asking the tough questions to those students. Say, do you really have this much money in your account?
Mm-hmm.
Or are you trying to abuse the system?
Would you ask them things like how are you doing, baby, and how are you, sugar?
That could come back to bite me. You know, a headline: Deems calls fill in the blank sugar. Oh, baby.
Tabloid fodder.
I'm gone.
Yeah.
History. Behind bars. A lawsuit. That's just a lawsuit waiting to happen. Miss Tanya, man, she's got the grace and the love to make it happen. I just couldn't do it.
Now, Eric, what is your stance on the controversial birther bill working the way through SGA Congress that would require all SGA candidates to produce their BUID for inspection to prove that they're eligible to run for office? Is there really a problem with Lipscomb students trying to run for Belmont positions?
I think that is a great question. And, wow, Belmont continues to surpass expectations and continues to rise in excellence and success, leaving, you know, a lot of our other counterparts in higher education within Middle Tennessee in the dust. So clearly, there's an incentive for those people to try to gain the power of the SGA presidency. Mm-hmm. And, I mean, I've been assigned a BPO officer because of the threats on the position. And, you know, we did have to sift through quite a few applications this time around, I'm told, of folks that just didn't have that credible information. You know, they produced a certificate of live student occupancy. And we're like, okay, that's great, but no BUID.
Oh. Would you be willing to show us your BUID to prove that you were eligible?
You know what? There are no secrets here, and I'm hiding absolutely nothing. And there we are. There it is. As you can see, my BUID, my barcode, which has also been duplicated in several places on my body. In the event something catastrophic happens, I can be identified. So yes, absolutely, produce it. Produce it. There's no reason not to. If you're going to put your life up, sacrifice for this position, you need to do so with transparency.
Well, Eric, thank you again so much for meeting with me and talking with us.
Thank you.
And just, you had some really great points there, and I just wanted to thank you for your honesty and candor. And Aaron, just tune in next week where we'll have an in-depth, hard-hitting interview with Miss Tanya and Miss Shelley. Back to you.